I drive at night, so it doesn't really bother me that much, but I'll tell you this. I haven't had a single rider in my car yet who is in favor of it.
I don't know what their deal is on well, it's not an official stop, so I can't get you. And you're like, well, you can't go 2 miles without picking up anybody. You know, that's also not okay, Mr. Driver. So I don't know what you need to do, but we need to figure something out. The Frontier, they'll still pick you. There's still a bus stop there.
What we've got is we say there's only two good things out of the new Rapid Ride, and that is that we got rid of the bus stop in front of Frontier, which turned out to be more of a shelter for the homeless, which then in turn we became the public restrooms, and a lot of panhandling, and they always had the excuse that they were there because they're waiting for a bus.
They approved the funding for the bus system without giving people a chance to grieve about it. There's no town hall meetings for business owners. A lot of these businesses, I think I heard one guy say that if those businesses weren't able to make it through the construction, they weren't going to make it through it anyways. So, okay, so I guess it's good that they're not paying to that guy. I've been here 4 years, and I've been doing this job, and Central looks a little more empty than it was when I got here.
That was how long ago?
4 years ago, 5 years ago now.
It's cool, like, you know, the art and, you know, whatever, you know, the city needs to grow and become a part of something that it wasn't before, but, like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it is fucked up right now.
First thought when I say Albuquerque Rapid Transit.
Well, not necessarily rapid. It's in Albuquerque. Some of you should have turned left, but you didn't. Hey, we're trying.
Oh, of course, because we're going into modern days now. You know what I mean? Everything's like the technology is going upgraded and all. If it's getting upgraded, I think everything should be upgraded too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like everything.
Just to keep the same space as the technology is put, you know, out there now. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, of course they gotta get modernized.
Yeah.
You know, they just can't go back to the old days. Right. You know, it just gotta go forward instead of backwards.
Yes, sir.
Because we're going into the future now, where everything is more technology, more, you know, more advanced.
Been slowing a lot of businesses down, but hopefully it's for the best. The outcome should be better than what it is now, I'm hoping. So I guess we'll find out when it's done. So.
An outburst during a public meeting about a transportation plan involving big changes along Central. One man even went as far as threatening a counselor.
Officers, I have officers. You said to go outside? Let's go outside.
A lot of people are angry about the city's proposed outcome.
From Farmington.
From Farmington.
So yeah, just like 3 hours away. It's not too bad. Very diverse, but it's changing like every other place, so just have to keep up with it and its changes. So it's bringing us, but at the same time, I mean, a majority of us like to keep it as it was. The historic Route 66 is probably pretty much what it was based upon, but you know, change is good in the long run. But we'll see.
I tell you what I got the ART. I was walking down Central Avenue, seeing all the construction going on, seeing all the sad faces too. Did we consider to care of all those we may hurt? Or did we include them in the construction yard and cover them up with dirt? Who cares? We care. Taxpayers, business owners, good old citizens like me and you, we care. We gotta blue, the ART blue, down here on Central Avenue.
Let's cut to the source of the issue, it's just of the problem at hand. Profit is cut into pieces, employers cut hours in half. Don't notice how long it would last, they ended up cutting the staff. I know that we keeping and pushing, can never be stuck in the past. They'd rather be stuck in the street, as long as they cut in the street. Pedestrian, all that I see, the gravel is under my feet. The people don't want you to end it, we get it, we want you to finish. We know you've been at it for months and they feel like it's still the beginning. These are just the roles of owning local business. Work for local business, city, commitment. People leave some properties and know the owners. Asking me like how you know I know the owner. 119 million on the project, we can never put a ceiling over progress. Fix it if it's broken, if it's not, you leave it. We just want to see if there's a means to speed it.
Lord help us, some kind of way we say.
Rapid Right went in, we thought it was a good idea, and we were not correct because it did not help business.
And this was the original double bus Rapid
Yeah,
Right.
the original, accordion bus, or that. That was just the only time it had significant ridership was at the beginning of the day. So we said, well, that didn't help us. So now we see this thing, again, it's going to be a gathering place, we think, for the people that we would really not want in our area. And because they just continually, they irritate customers and they abuse the property, they don't pick up after themselves. And so they're promising us that they're going to have security on the bus, that they're going to really try to keep them clean. But reality is, when you've got people who just don't pick up after themselves and don't have the self-respect to be good citizens, it's tough. So I'm not expecting any great results from it.
They've had the place screwed up for a year now. It's done nothing but mess up everything so far, and they don't even know what they're doing with it. What are they gonna do? They're gonna run a fucking some down the middle of the fucking street? Well, I don't even understand what they're doing.
Can you visualize it by looking at the shit? Because I can't. It looks like a fucking rat.
It is. It's just a rat because if they run something down the middle of the street, how is everybody gonna get out? I don't understand what they're doing this, man. It doesn't make no sense to me. They're just fucking spending money, creating jobs, and spending money, fucking.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
And what brings you down here at this hour?
Well, I don't know, I guess I passed out yesterday or something. I woke up in the hospital just a while ago.
Oh, okay.
And they released me fucking, I don't know what was wrong. Too hot, stressed out, something. My car broke down. I got a car in grants.
Washington is 10 after a group appointed by President Trump to look into the epidemic of painkillers and heroin addiction has missed a second deadline. Steve Kastenbaum has that.
It was at the end of March when President Trump sat at a table surrounded by members of his newly formed commission.
I hear stories of when they did the railroad to go to Albuquerque. Well, from my understanding, they had tracks already, but they had to dig them out because the train that they bought from Germany didn't fit those tracks. So instead of buying a train that would fit those tracks, they didn't finish the railroad to continue going to Colorado, which would have been beneficial, possibly. So that's what they say out here. I don't know. It's starting to look that way.
Well, it's funny, you're from LA, and my boy out in Pasadena always talks about how the bus system there is terrible.
It's better than here.
But it's better than here, right? Thank you. And this is a small city. Los Angeles is serving 3, 4, 5 million people.
I think in Southern California it's 13 million people.
13 mil. What would you recommend to business owners up and down Central Ave if they were going to ask advice from you to speak up for themselves?
Well, I think what we have to do is to try to convince the city that motorists should be able to share that bus lane, because that bus lane is not going to be steadily occupied. It's only every 10-15 minutes there's going to be a bus coming by. So I'm hoping that the enforcement will be where if the traffic is slow and there's no bus coming, that we can use it as a passing lane and let the vehicular traffic have a little better time of it, because we need more parking, because people still love their cars. And so we find for Frontier to grow, we need to provide more parking. Although right now we don't have a problem because there's not enough customers, because they've gone elsewhere.
And so have you seen your sales dip since then?
Yeah, we've seen as much as 19% in February. Now it's more like 8 to 10, but for several months it was 15. So here we have back ways in. Now at our Golden Tide on West Central, where Central is the only access, we've lost as much as 30%. But we're starting to, now this started over a year ago, because they started with P&M, had it choked down to one lane while they were adding pole heights, and then the utility, the water department went in and had it down to one lane, and so we know one lane of traffic is going to hurt business. Yeah, because the thing is, Central was a street that would take people downtown. We feel that business benefits from being exposed to traffic, because people see you, and then they'll eventually maybe come and try you. But locations are based on traffic counts. And I mean, that's how you buy real estate, and that's how you rent. You say, look, if you're going to have this much exposure, you should do well if your product is something that people need. So we're disappointed.
Needs better transportation, and we're trying to move in that direction, but we've gone about it in the wrong way. Haven't really gotten approval from all of the people, and I think it'll be a good thing when it's done, if it's done, but we kind of made a mess in the way that we're going about implementing.
My opinion on that is just like, it's, I don't know, whether you like it or not, like Albuquerque's growing, and I feel like to address like infrastructure issues such as transit before they become a problem, So I mean, if Albuquerque was staying the same, I'd say just leave it, but it's growing,
We're looking forward to getting the construction out of our hair. Maybe we will get some of the vehicular traffic back. But the sad part is we're losing lanes of vehicular traffic on Central, and dedicating that to a bus system that we think is not going to be helpful.
It is real divisive, because about half are like, let's just stay the medium city we are, and the other half are like, no, we have to be cool like everyone else, because we're surrounded. We've got Phoenix, Denver, and Dallas around, and Salt Lake City even. When you go around, and but we'll never be as cool as them. We're too small.
Maybe that's what makes us cooler.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's interesting. I think that it could have some value. Let's see what's going to happen. But I mean, the biggest impact I've heard so far is a lot of people get lazy and they don't go out of their way to keep supporting the businesses.
That's right.
Which I mean, they blame the construction on that, but I go, but you're being a lazy person. My favorite place to go, nothing's going to stop me. And I never care if their service is good or not. I never care, like it's, what I have to do to get there. But I didn't have a vehicle, but I'll still go, it's like, because it's good. So it's just kind of a, people see this and go, oh, I don't know, you just come on.
Right.
One thing I hear from a lot of people is like, that besides the stuff maybe closing, is that there's a lot of drama with the bus stops.
Oh yeah.
Like where people can't, because I have a friend that doesn't have a vehicle and takes the bus everywhere. Right.
Unfortunately, we will still have the regular bus stop here in front of Frontier for the people that ride the regular bus system. Now, the originally they were scheduled to put that bus stop in the center of the street in front of Frontier, and we would have lost our left turn, so we had a good argument for saying, wait a minute, we need that left turn a lot more than we need that bus stop.
Fuck the rest. I don't trust nobody. Ride shoddy with the shoddy. We just crashed the party, matching black Ferraris with them paparazzi. This shit about a half a ticket. They counted us out, so we had to get it. I get on them pills, I'm an addict with it. I get in that ghost and turn Casper in it. Yeah, I got that pack, I'm in traffic with it. Yeah, we ran it up and they mad we did it. The reach for that chain, it's a bad decision. Moral of the story, ain't no happy endings. Look, I don't trust nobody. I'm looking like a Rari. Pussy, come and try me. You know that we got it. Play me inside me. Ain't no other option. We come from the gutter. Shootouts in public, they ducking for cover. Man, fuck undercover. Next nigga snitching, we figure it out. We gon' scissor his mouth and his tongue to his mouth. Stood on that corner.